Okay, likely the last time you'll see these things before they're actually installed in the Pegasus. As you can see, I've got the wash painted in on the insides of all 4 flight pod halves. It's a little heavy, but I'm looking at it this way. It'll show up fairly well. I've also gone in and just drawn some lines between the decals to give some semblance of the detail I did see on the Zoic illustrations. But at this point, next step is to put the decks on the flight pods and get the flight pods assembled. We are moving right along. Alright, we are getting there. At this point, raw construction is done, with 2 minor exceptions. I've got the guns in place, and I've got the etch detail for the arms in place on both pods, as well, of course, as gluing the 2 pods together. At this point, the only actual piece of construction still left to do would be gluing the pods into the main hull, but I'm going to hold off and do that after paint so I can get at the back sides of the flight pods. Alright, rather than be in the spray booth for this round of primering, I'm back out on the porch. Mostly because I decided to use rattle can to primer the main body in flat black, much like I did with the Solaria and Galactica builds. As soon as this had a chance to set up, it'll be time for first color coat. And we are in from the porch. What we have are a bunch of painted Battlestar pieces. Yeah, they are all really bright silver right now, and I freely admit that. That is not, however, the color they are going to stay. Much like I did with the Solaria and Galactica builds, I intend to go in and hit those pieces with a black wash, bring out the detail, and darken things up a bit. Once that's done, I get a coat of sealer on her and put the decals on. But that's where we're sitting at the moment. Alright, this is likely to be the last we see of the beast until I do the reveal. I've gotten the washes done on the flight pods and on the beast of the main fuselage, main body, whatever you want to call it. Some of it's a little overdone, and I may go touch some of it up. But at this point, she's very close to ready. I've got to paint the red up here on the nose. If I can avoid knocking anything else over today, it would be nice. I've also got to do the red along the openings of the landing bays. But, let's see if I can get this oriented right so you can actually see down the tubes. It was worth it. All in all, the effect is pretty much what I was looking for. And like I said, that done. Once you get the red painted, it's time for decals, and we'll be able to call this build pretty much done. Alright. At this point, we're going to call the Pegasus build done. Got the red stripes painted in. Markings are all in place now. Also went in and gave the markings a black wash to help. Excuse me. Apologize for the shake. To help make the letters stand out a little better. Got the red on the hanger bays. And I've given the whole thing a coat of rattle can dull coat. She's on the base now, although I'm currently hiding it. I haven't painted the base. As you can see beside her, as I slide the camera back a little, are her, if you will, cousins, sisters, whatever you want to call them, the Galactica and the Solaria. If we come up top here, you can get a better gauge of just how much bigger the Pegasus is compared to her predecessors. All in all, it was a really fun build, actually. Went really quick. I'm going to go ahead and, before I start rambling about what all I did with this, call it the end of the video here. I'll put some stills at the end, like I usually do. And I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you much.